I'm incredibly excited for this season. Omega Pharma-Quick-Step invested in me last year. We had the horsepower there, but we couldn't quite, we did do it. We did it actually pretty quick. Normally it takes a few years to kind of dial in a lead out train. We did it in a matter of months, but we're just missing that something at the end, and we got probably the two best guys in the world for that at the same time, with Mark Renshaw and Alessandro Pataki. So with those two guys, they're the guys whose instincts I can trust over mine even, so it makes my job a lot easier. I don't have the mental stress of thinking where I'm going. I can follow them and know I'll be in the right position at the right time. And then before then, we've probably got the biggest horsepower group in the world. We've got Tony Martin, the world time trial champion, Tom Bowen and classic specialist, the young guys, Nicholas Mas and Guillaume van Kersburg, Gert Steegman's another experienced guy, Matteo Trentin, both of those rode the Tour de France with me last year. I'm incredibly excited. I'm sat here, I think the hardest thing is going to be able to rein that horsepower in, and leave me some energy left for the sprint. We have, as professional cyclists, we have a job to do. It's simple as if you cut it down and just, you dissect and look at it quite unromantically. Like professional cycling is professional sport. Any professional sport, it's about displaying our sponsors, And Omega Pharma and Quick-Step and our other sponsors, they put a lot of money into the team, and that's to get the return, get exposure. And there's no bigger exposure in cycling than crossing the line with the hands in the air. And I think I don't need to lead anything. I think it's a successful team, a team that's won big races every year since it started in 2003, and before that with Mapai as well. And the staff, the management here, they know what to do. I was brought in to win the Grand Tour stages. Obviously, we won everything at Classics with Tom. We won the smaller races, won the team time trial at the Worlds, the individual time trial at the Worlds with Tony. It was only about those Grand Tour stages that we were missing something. So that was why I was brought in. But we had everything around that to be able to work anyway. So I think, it's took a year to kind of evolve, and I think there's not much we can really manage and structure to do. It should just fall into place, hopefully. In a sprint, the hardest thing, the thing that drains the most energy, it's not the pushing, it's not the moving up, it's not even the 600 watts we have to do for the kilometers before the sprint. It's a mental stress. That's what drains you, having to think so quickly, that it is almost instinctively. It's borderline on instinct, But you have to think. You have to realise the consequences of every move you have to make. You probably have to make 4 or 5 moves within a couple of seconds, and that really does drain you. And obviously we have to put the amount of power we put out for the last 200-300 metres, so to be able to keep as much energy as possible for that's the most important thing. And what Mark does, he thinks for me, I trust him. And it's the same with Alessandro. I think either one is in front of me. I trust their instinct over my own. Whereas in the past or with other people, you maybe have to look what you're doing. You maybe don't think they'll get you there. You look for other ways. With these two, I'd take their decision over my own, So technically I can just look at the back wheel. I know they'll deliver me to the right position, 99 times out of 100. And that's a comfortable position to be in, and it makes my job easier, and it gives me more, therefore giving me more power at the end for the final sprint. So. The dynamics of cycling means that no sprint is ever the same. The gradient of the road, the wind direction, how hard the race has been before, the competitors that are around, So every sprint is different, but you're probably going to look between 10 and 15 seconds for the last sprint. That can be anywhere between 150 and 300 metres. There's been sprints where I've gone from almost 500, like 450 metres before. That's really long. I've won them. There's also ones where I've just come past my lead-out man at the end. They can vary depending on on what's happened during the race. So.